Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news of a rout in cryptocurrency markets. But firstly, in the US, industrial production has rose sharply in December, boosted by gains in utility outputs as cold weather swept across the country and increased the demand for heating. It was up 3.6% since December 2016, its largest calendar year gain since 2010. But their factory sector was little changed from November, although year on year it is up 2.4%. US corporate earnings are coming in strong for the December quarter, and Wall Street is up, with the Dow again above 26,000 and almost 1% higher on the day. The Bank of Canada has raised its policy interest rate by 25 basis points to 1.25% on the strength of a strong employment data and a rise in inflation. However, it said it will be cautious from here, warning that uncertainty tied to the future of NAFTA is likely to exert a drag on growth. It downgraded its 2018 growth forecast to 2.1% from 3.1% in 2017. In France, family-owned dairy company Lactalis is widening a product recall to cover all baby milk manufactured by a factory at the centre of the salmonella contamination. That involves sales to 83 countries in more than 12 million cans. And today, police raided both the closed factory and the firm's headquarters. In Australia, there are increasing fears of the consequence of moving tens of thousands of interest-only housing loans onto principal and interest basis. There is more than $60 billion involved, and depending on when they were taken out, conversion could see repayment levels rise by 50%. The flow and impacts on the general consumer spending in the country are starting to be understood. US Treasury 10-year yield is unchanged today at 2.56%. The equivalent 10-year Chinese sovereign bond is up 1 basis point to 4.03%, and the equivalent New Zealand 10-year sovereign bond is down 1 basis point to 2.89%. But there was a sharp fall in the premium investors' need for New Zealand government credit default swaps, and that is now at just 13.5 basis points and a record low. Oil prices are little changed today, with the US benchmark now just under $64 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is now just over $69 a barrel. Gold is also little changed, up $2 to $1,336 an ounce. And the Kiwi dollar is rising this morning. It's now at 73.2 US cents. While the cross rates, it's at 91.4 Aussie cents, and against the euro at 59.6 euro cents. That puts the TWI at 74.4, but that's little change from this time yesterday. But the really big movements are in the cryptocurrency markets. Bitcoin has fallen sharply again, and over the last 24 hours has crashed below $10,000, at one point as low as $9,200. And it's now bounced around a bit, and it's back to just under $10,000, which is a $1,200 net drop in 24 hours. Intensifying regulatory fears seem to be behind the plunge. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.